going on? Well, after 48 weeks, the Rotobec came in. So I just went and picked it up. Picked up another mount from the Volvo dealer. I bought the Rotobec from Cat. So I'm gonna get it off the pallet and order up some plate to make a mount, and then we're gonna need 4 hoses. So let's get started. All right, so I got the measurements, got the bolts off and the spacers off. I'm gonna do a 18 by 12. These spacers are 2-inch. I'm gonna do 1.5-inch plate, which is way thicker than I really think it needs to be, but that grapple is quite heavy. And then I just sent them this drawing with the bolt pattern and what I wanted, but I ended up going with 1.5-inch plate. So I got a call into Rotobec right now, finding out where the hose connections are going to be made, because it looks like it's shipped for 2 hose connections, and then you've got this electronic valve so you could flip a switch and go back and forth between rotate and grapple. But the Excavator has 2 sets of hydraulics for the auxiliary system, so I just asked them where I should be plumbing to for a 4 hose system. So I know Cotton Top 3 did a video on his installation where he switched it over to, I think he switched it over to 4. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go watch it. And all right, so I just got off the phone with tech support. This needs to come off, and I need to get a part that adapts to the block in there to give me 2 more connections. And then I connect there, there, to those 2, and a case drain. So 5 hoses. All right, so I took that diverter valve off, and sounds like another machined piece goes onto here, gives me the 2 lugs, so I can just run the grapple. So this will be case drain, open and close grapple. These are for the rotator, and the plate will be coming in tomorrow. I'm hoping that I'll get the part number for this shortly, and it'd be cool if I could have all the parts together by Friday, but I don't know. I waited 40+ weeks for the grapple, so I guess what's another couple weeks. All right, get this thing set up here, figure out where we got to cut it. Instructions say to orient the rotator pump to the front, so this puts us where we want to be. Alright, just finished welding it up. Got everything cleaned. Gave it a brake clean bath. 2 passes all the way around. Now it's time to prep. Alright, that block came in. Get that installed here. Gives me the 2 ports I wanted. So now I've got grapple open, grapple closed, rotate left, rotate right, and case drain. So let's get the top piece mounted. Alright, those are started. I don't own a 1.5 inch socket, so I had to order one. That clears that motor by that much. I've got plenty of room to grab the fittings off so I can take them with me, figure out what I need from Napa or wherever I go. Uh-oh. Come on. Those are big. Alright, letting the excavator warm up. Got it outside with the skid steer, mostly because I can't afford to buy any more light bulbs right now. I'm trying to get the excavator in there to reach. So, got it out here. Come over, grab it, and we're going to figure out how long our hoses need to be, because we need 5. Rotator left, right, and grapple open and close, plus case drain. So, luckily, last month's giant investment in hoses resulted in me already having all of the quick connect fittings. So I've got the Stucci's for the 4 main ones, and then I just need a male quick disconnect for the case drain. So at least today's expenditure for hose might only be like $400. Alright, so go on the computer. X1 is going to be X1 is the thumb. Right now it's on the Fecon. We're going to put it on shear. So that should be okay. So that's open and close. I don't know why my thumb's moving. Valve shut off. Okay. X3 is rotator, so it's already on that. That's this joystick. So it's opposite. I'm turning it left. So I really should swap those hoses. And this over here is open and close. I think I can get used to that. Alright, so technically it all works like it's supposed to. The only thing I can adjust in here is I could say I could change the speed, but I like it. I like the speed of all of them actually. So maybe I will add Grapple. I set it up wrong. Proportional? That's slow. Fast opening. Oh, there we go. We'll turn that speed up. I want to check and see what the shear's set at. Proportional. That's faster. Okay, pretty much ready to do some hose management. After we go pick up Ashton from the bus. What's going on? So, all that footage you just watched occurred over the course of about a month. And then what I found was the valve, one of these guys that switches back and forth between the two different auxiliaries, between the thumb and whatever you've got attached. One of those wasn't closing, so I know in the video I mentioned that the grapple, when I was closing the grapple, the thumb was moving. Turns out the little ball inside one of those wasn't completely closing off the thumb when I would turn the valve to play with the grapple. So Volvo dealer got me a new one, overnighted, under warranty. Awesome customer service down there, CR Wood. So today is February 15th. I got it on. Got the hoses tied up so they're out of the way. And now the thumb stops inviting itself to the party and the grapple works as it should. So I got all the hoses managed. This thing's great. I'll play with it for a minute and show you guys how it works. But otherwise, this job is done. Unfortunately, it is so warm right now that I can't even go and do the log job that I bought it for. So I guess it's just going to get disconnected and put away. But yeah, it was a year since I ordered it. So I was worried it was going to be a little too big for this machine, because when I ordered it, I had a 50 Deer, but I ordered it to go on the 306 Cat that I had initially ordered. And then that didn't come. Couldn't wait any longer. Bought the Volvo. So, but this thing looks huge when it was sitting in the shop when I was working on it. Now that it's on the machine, it's actually lighter total than the mulcher head, so it can it handles it pretty well. But I've got so much money invested in hoses and stuff now. You know, I've got all these Stucci connectors for the 2 aux. You know, there's 5 hoses on this baby. It ended up being about $500 for the hoses when I was thinking it'd be $400. But yeah, man, this thing is the cat's pajamas. I've always wanted one. The fact that I had this on order kept me from buying a tilt rotator, because honestly, I would love a tilt rotator, but this is a little bit less money. Tilt rotator setup for this machine is going to be like $38,000. Unfortunately, I've got $21,000 in this Rotobec. But as far as I'm concerned, Rotobec is the Cadillac of rotating grapples. I mean, they're used in the logging industry all over the place. They're made in Canada, a couple hours away, and their customer service and stuff is out of New Hampshire. So I'm very excited to use it. I can't wait until we get a clearing job or brush job or whatever.